We are live and cranking. Hope everyone can hear us good. The audio is good, and excuse me, the video is good. If you can't hear us, type in a comment. We're monitoring them off to the side. Hey guys, I'm going to jump right in. Jeff Tomas, the CEO of Ideal Retirement Solutions. I'm also here with our COO, Corey Sear Extraordinaire.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yes, I see you're dressed very fancy today, good sir.
Yeah. Hey, I'm dressed Corona style.
Yeah, you need to dress like that because your wife baking all that stuff, man.
Yeah, my shirt's starting not to fit, my dress shirts.
Hey, guys, we just wanted to pop in real quick today for about 5-10 minutes and just say thank you guys for checking out our show. Yesterday was a huge success. We got tons of comments, questions, people sharing the posts. And so just want to give you a quick update of some upcoming speakers. And the name of the show is The Rebound. You know, don't let the setback be your setup is what we say. And so we have guest speakers coming on, and the whole premise is to really get you set up for the rebound, which is coming soon, meaning after the dust settles from this COVID-19, what are some practical steps you could take as an individual, going back to the workforce, looking for a new job, or as a business owner, what are some tools that you can implement? So coming up tomorrow at 2 o'clock, so we're going to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 2 o'clock. And then we're going to sprinkle little videos like this in between. But the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday show is a 30-minute show. And so we got Core Financial Group coming on tomorrow with Josh McCombs. We're going to be talking about refis. We're also going to be talking about the F word.
Oh.
Forbearance. Not that word. Forbearance. Forbearance. Mortgage forbearance.
So make sure you get effed.
Yeah, you really don't. So forbearance, we're going to be learning about that tomorrow, the do's and don'ts. And, you know, if you get a letter or get an email from your bank saying that, like, please understand what you're getting into, read the fine print, get with a mortgage or financial professional. Josh is going to be educating about that tomorrow, so we're super excited. Friday, we have a senior care expert, Chris Chana, right? That's how you say his last name, right? Chana. Chris. He is the CEO. As you see, I've had way too much coffee, and Corey ate about 4 pounds of homemade monkey bread.
Yeah.
So, but he's going to be talking about like the importance of our seniors and what are some tools that we can implement to help our seniors rebound from this COVID-19. And also, so Monday, you're not going to want to miss it. We have a marketing ninja, marketing guru streaming in from North Carolina. He's going to be talking about specific advertisement platforms, giving value to our client base. So you want to be here for that. We have a restaurateur, Vito from Bellinopoli, coming on. He's going to give us some cooking tips. You know, we got Jones Family Insurance coming on, going to teach us how to save some money. Like recently just replaced my old homeowner's insurance, and he was able to save me hundreds of dollars a year, which is great. We have an official from the city of Northport coming on. And then we also have Ideal Wifey Solutions. So that's going to be it's going to be Corey's wife, Amy, and Vanessa. And I think they're really going to be talking about kind of how to put up with your husband or your spouse.
I know a way to put up with it. Share my screen.
Yeah, she just feeds you.
Oh, share my screen. This is Ideal Wifey Solutions right here.
How do I share your screen? Oh, here it is. Here's the button. Get ready, guys. This is Ideal Wifey Solutions.
Oh, yeah.
That's what she made for Corey. Actually, the girls, all 3 of the girls pitched, and I think there's 10 sticks of butter, 4 pounds of sugar, and Corey already ate half of it. And actually, I don't think he could physically stand up anymore. So his wife has to wheel him around. There it is. What is that? It's the homemade monkey bread, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
So just for fun, guys, post some on this thread. Post some pictures of some of the stuff you guys are baking and eating at home. We currently have a it's definitely not monkey bread in the oven, but I've been trying to get my wife for 2 days to make sugar cookies. So maybe, just maybe. Look, she's, oh yeah, there she is. Yep, maybe she'll do it. But anyway, let me get back onto a separate screen here. So anyway, today's topic, we're going to be jumping into a little bit on some of the changes with some of the acts coming through. So Corey's going to touch a little bit on that. So take it away, Corey.
All right. So yeah, one of the, I guess, best practices or changes with this, the CARES Act that flew a little bit under the radar, I would say. Most people are talking about stimulus check, or they're talking about the small business administration loan programs. But one of the things that changed was they actually are waiving 401k penalties for 2020 distributions under certain conditions. Okay, so it has to be coronavirus related. So that means you have to have coronavirus, or a family member or someone that you're taking care of, or you have to have suffered a financial hardship, which, by the way, you self-certify that. So if anyone has suffered a financial hardship and needs to access money from their 401k, there's no penalty. Normally the penalty is going to be two things. One is you got to pay tax because you've deferred tax to get that money. But the second thing is there's a 10% penalty if you're not 59 and a half. And I think probably a lot of the people that would be watching are not 59 and a half. So normally you really can't get to that money. But now
Corey, Corey, wait, I'm going to stop you there. We have a comment on here. What does self-certify? What does that mean?
Oh,
someone asked what that was.
It's trust. It's the trust system. If you call, let's say your 401k is with a Fidelity or Vanguard, and you call them and you say, hey, listen, I need $20,000 out of my 401k. This COVID, coronavirus thing is affecting me financially and I need that money. They're going to take your word for it.
So you don't need to provide receipts where the money was spent?
No, they've all been instructed, hey, if the person says that they need help, just do it.
All right, good deal.
So basically, if you need to access money for some reason, and for some people that may be a reality, maybe you got to dip into those retirement funds in the short term. Now you have a couple options. They're going to let you put that money back and it won't affect your 2020 contribution limits. Or you can choose to pay the tax on the distributions, which you owe the tax anyways. You could pay the tax on the distributions over a 3-year period. So they'll let you actually spread that out. Instead of paying the tax now, you can say, well, hey, give me a few years. Normally, if you're going to take a loan out of your 401k, the max that they'll let you have aggregate out of that 401k is $50,000. They've also extended the allowance on this to $100,000 max.
100 grand. So you could pull out potentially up to 100 grand of your 401k. Now, that's penalty free? Is that tax free too?
Well, you have the two options. You can either put the money back, or you can pay the tax over 3 years.
Oh.
So let's say that later in the year things are good. You're like, you know what? Hey, I used the money, but now I have money to put back. You could simply just put it back in your 401k, or you could say, I'm going to need this money longer than I thought. They'll give you 3 years to pay the tax down on it. So we're not going to recommend that's the first place you go is to your 401k and start using that money. But if you are in a bind and you need some money, it may be better than, well, for example, the forbearance. Maybe that beats.
Ooh, we don't like that word. Forbearance.
And I don't know. That's where we'll talk to the pros. We'll talk to the mortgage guy tomorrow and see what he says about it. But you may be better off borrowing some of your money from the 401k instead of putting your loan into forbearance.
Yeah, so I know the mortgage guy pretty good that's coming up tomorrow. I have an idea what he's going to say about forbearance.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't like that F word at all. And so he's probably going to be talking about refis as well, some do's and don'ts. And like when you get a refi kind of statement, like what are some things? I recently had a friend shoot me theirs and I sent it over to Josh just to kind of review it. And he said it was a pretty good setup, pretty good deal. So,
right.
Again, like we just want to, in between our official 30-minute shows, we're going to be doing sprinkling in little things like this. So specifically, if you guys have a question, you want to, throw it in the comments and we'll do our best to answer it, via live and also respond. You could shoot us a direct message as well. But anything else to kind of
there's some other changes too, and I think what we're going to do, like you said, is kind of pepper it in over the next couple of weeks. So probably on Thursday we'll go live and talk about some of the contribution rules that have changed. We can get into, maybe this week or next week, kind of talk about Roth conversions and why that might be a good play right now.
Oh, that's good.
On that, and then also some things with RMDs and for people that are maybe in retirement already affect. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be good for us to kind of nail down too, like what's the big difference between a Roth Roth money and traditional money, like traditional IRA and Roth money, kind of high level stuff too. And like conversions, man, we love conversions. And here's a book plug for you guys too. If you guys, if you want to read a good book, Power of Zero, it's all about how to get to the 0% tax bracket in retirement, or as close as possible. And there's also, he's on, David McKnight is the author. You can also go to Amazon Prime, and I think you could buy it for $5 or $6 or rent it. There's a documentary, which is really cool. It's called The Tax Train from David McKnight. So make sure you check that out. Also, Corey, I just want to give a shout out to a local not-for-profit, the Rescue Garage. They're doing a lot of great work, and they have an influx of people dropping their dogs off. So if you guys are looking to somewhere to donate to, whether it's dog food, or look them up, the Rescue Garage, they're in Northport, and people, unfortunately, are dumping their pets right now. And so they're being flooded, and so they could use some support, and we always want to do our best to give back, especially during these times. So, hey, I think that's it. We just want to touch base. I think we're on for about 11 minutes so far. So if you guys are chiming in now, rewind to the beginning of it. We go through our speaker lineup for tomorrow. Josh, the mortgage man. Friday, we have Chris Chana from the Chelsea Place Home Healthcare. I'm going to go ahead and share this, the monkey bread that Corey's wife made. Oh, Power Zero. There it is, man. There's the book, guys. And so it's a great Amazon video as well, documentary. And Corey and I at Ideal Retirement Solutions, some of our practice focus, actually, I'm going to say the majority of our practice focuses on how to get you to 0% tax bracket in retirement. Now the cost of getting there is you have to pay some tax along the way. But also, historically, we know we're at some of the lowest tax rates we've seen in the last 80 years. But, hey, that's a shameless plug. Don't care. There it is. So you guys have a great day. If we can do anything for you, helping you connect the dots with a mortgage professional, if you want us to review, anything for you, just shoot us a message. Trust and believe we have some time. And if I can keep Corey from eating 5 pounds of monkey bread every day, it's a good thing.
Yeah,
all right, guys. We will see you tomorrow at 2:00. Make sure you like and share this. And also, if you have a recommendation for someone who you think might be a good fit for the show, shoot us a message. We'd love to have them on. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Thank you.
See ya.